To tell you the truth, I haven't even spent time on this project because I've been so busy. So now that I know that you're serious about this and what you're doing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there and ensure the square footage. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. What I do know is that it's going to be an escalating lease.
Sir, I have 36 leased spaces, 7 of which I own strip malls in, so I understand all that. You don't need to explain it to me.
Well, I mean, I know
I've talked to you 3 times,
we got to talk.
and now I'm serious.
We got to talk about it.
We talked briefly. This guy is out, and we just need to see what the rate is. If it makes sense for me to come in and spend the money on equipment, we can do a long-term lease.
Yeah, I spoke to the owner, and he doesn't want to just trash the units.
You spoke to the landlord, you mean, the building owner?
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
I told him, I said, some of it work, some of it don't. And
what do you mean by units? I'm not sure what you're saying.
I'm sorry, the washers. I'm saying units, but the washers and dryers.
Okay, so the landlord was operating the business, or no?
No.
All right, so the landlord doesn't owe anyone money on the equipment. He doesn't want to throw them away.
Correct.
Okay. Look, if this was a coffee shop, maybe you could sell the coffee machines, maybe not. It's a laundromat, and I'm telling you, the equipment is burnt out. Now, if that wasn't the case, obviously you'd have some tenants who could make some money, and they would still be paying rent. I can tell you, for instance, we never would ever try to utilize single stack tumblers, the dryers that are in that store, right? They're so antiquated, it just doesn't make sense. Right now, for double the money, we put in double stacks, and they take the same space. They're careful to make sure that they don't take up more space. They fit right in there, but they earn us a little bit more. We're talking about $6,000-$7,000 a piece. Those front load washing machines are all junk. If I'm not here to talk the landlord into or out of anything, but I'm taking that equipment and junking it. I'm only interested in the infrastructure. If he wants the equipment, I'll have my man drop it at his door. But it's worthless. And you're my mouthpiece. I'm only telling you so you can pass the information on. If I have 7 strip malls, right? If I have a Chinese restaurant who leaves, and I walk in there, I go, oh my God, look at all these walks. Maybe those are good walks. Maybe they're bad walks. But my tenant left, and I may or may not be interested in running a restaurant, but I'm going to lease that space to the next restaurateur who wants it. I'm just saying, he doesn't have anything valuable there other than the infrastructure. And if he understands that, and we can come to an understanding, I just need to know a lease rate. He can find this out the hard way, right? Try to sell it, does he want to sell the laundromat in place?
No.
So what is his goal?
Okay, his goal is to lease it with the equipment.
Okay, so if that's the goal, the next potential tenant will come in and lease it, quote, with the equipment, right? They'll fail. Mm-hmm. They won't be able to make money. The equipment is too old to earn. It's like trying to run an Uber or a cab service with a 35-year-old car. It's either in the shop every day or it stinks so bad that you're going to get bad reports from customers. It just doesn't work.
All right. Yeah, all right. So you want to lease it without the equipment on a long-term lease, correct?
Correct, but not without the equipment. I want to lease it as is. I'll throw the equipment away or he can have it. I don't want somebody to go in there. It's not going to be you removing the equipment. It's not going to be me. It's going to end up being someone who will probably harm the infrastructure, which is what I'm after in the first place, to be clear.
Mm.
Now, if the landlord wants to lease it with the equipment in place because he hopes that someone can run a successful business with that equipment, and they believe they can, I'm telling you, brother, after 6 months, 6 days, they're going to fail, and he's going to be stuck with another empty store. And if that's his goal, fantastic. That equipment's junk.
All right. Okay, I hear you. Okay, so you want to lease it without the equipment on a long-term lease, a 15-year lease, a 25-year lease, a 20-year lease.
I need at least 15 so that I can retool it at least once. I'm going to retool my stores every 7 years in a well-run store.
Okay, so you want a 15-year lease
Minimum.
as is. Okay, minimum as is.
Yeah, well, you're saying two things, without the equipment or as is. I don't want anyone to remove it because they'll harm the infrastructure.
Yeah,
there's no value in the equipment.
Yeah, I heard you. When I say as is, meaning you want it without the equipment.
I want it
if the
untouched.
equipment is in there, then you would junk it, is what you're saying.
Correct.
You're gonna put your equipment in there.
Not my equipment, new equipment.
Well, you putting it in.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Now, and I'm not going to do hypotheticals. What if? I'm not going to do that. All right. So I'm going to put together a 15-year lease proposal to you. Okay. And see if we can come to some type of agreement with the numbers that I give you.
Okay. What's the square footage and what would be your asking rate?
To tell you the truth, I haven't even spent time on this project because I've been so busy. So now that I know that you're serious about this and what you're doing.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there and ensure the square footage. And I'm going to give you a price based on the square footage for a 15-year lease. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. What I do know is that it's going to be an escalating lease.
Sir, I have 36 leased spaces, 7 of which I own strip malls in. So I understand all that. You don't need to explain it to me.
Well, I mean, I know
I've talked to you 3 times.
We got to talk.
And now I'm serious.
We got to talk about it.
Sure.
Yeah, but listen,
so you don't know what your lease rate is?
We got to talk about it so that we both are clear.
Sure.
I know you
don't know what your lease rate is, what your asking rate is?
Well, the lease rate that I had, it was with the equipment. So I'm going to come up with a rate without the equipment.
Sure. Okay. Well, we have a much better understanding of one another. You have a professional on the line. I don't make these telephone calls for fun, and I've tried to reach you several times. Now we're going to find out. If you remember the first time you told me the process is the $55 credit card pull. Okay, my credit score is 820. I'm going to be spending a few $100,000 in this location. You have my phone number, yes?
Yes, I do. I got
my name
right here. Yes.
Danny D'Angelo. You come up with a rate, let me know. And that rate will be just the same rate as empty space. That's what I'm looking to lease.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
What a rotten, horrible business person. How do you end up in a position where you are not the landlord. You have no skin in the game. And first time I called him, he said, I need to find a pencil, if you remember. And then he said, the process is we pull a $55 credit. Pull your credit. It costs you $55. Okay.
It's hard to believe he's even been hired to do what he's doing.
Then we've called him again and again and again with this. Well, it's going to be not sure what the rate is off the top of my head. We write down quotes for a reason. He's A, a moron, and B, an adversarial moron. I just can't. Now, I have to say, I work for you, Colonel, and I'm going to be careful not to piss anybody off, but I'm also not going to take a lot of shit because that affects you and your rate. And I literally, at the end there, I have to sit and eat shit while he says, oh, this will be an escalating lease. My thought is, well, no fucking shit, stupid. But I just listen, right?
Yep.
So I have to say, well, I own my own malls. I know how this works. And this is the 4th fucking time you've picked up the phone and said you don't know what the rate is. And I apparently convinced him that the equipment is junk. The equipment is junk. How do you not know the lease rate? That rate I had was with the equipment. I would love for them to lease this to somebody. It's $1 per square foot plus an extra $2 for the equipment. And a fucking idiot will sign the lease, and in 6 months they'll run out of money, then they'll borrow from their family, and then they'll end up in the same position as this guy is, which is penniless, broke, and out the door. If that's what the landlord wants, great. But I told him, it's junk. I heard you, he said. I said it in different ways every time I called you, bro. Look, I could be robotic, but I'm not a robot. I could be dispassionate, but I'm passionate. So when I get a guy like this on the phone, I'm literally turning red, sitting here listening to him talk as though I don't know things. Oh, by the way, now that I know you're serious, another quote.
Yep.
What was I before? And he's been very busy. Did you hear that?
He's been pissing a lot of people off.
No, all I care about is you and me. Do you have my number? Yes. Do you have my name? And I could have just gone further and said, what's my name? But again, I work for you.
Say it. Say it.
Say my name. All right.
My name.
Then Danny says, get that rate. It's no different. How does he not know what he would charge for empty space?
He doesn't know anything. They just hired this guy, like off of the classified.
I think it's worse. I think he's family, which is worse.
Oh, and then that's probably worse. Yeah,
he's worse than an enlisted man. He's somebody's fucking retarded nephew.
He's figuring it out. He's doing his homework every time he gets off the phone with you.
I know this is all fun and games, but I'm telling you matter of factly, bro. The landlord says, my goal is to lease Laundromat. Space worth lots of money. And that's why I say, I'll drop it at his door.
Yep.
I have to say. Now, you know what the real rage is, I think? I'm trying to convey to this moron the truth, and he will probably say to the landlord, even though I took 5 or 6 sentences, he'll go, this guy's an angry man who says the equipment is junk, it's junk, it's junk, it's junk. And I don't think it will. And then he said, so you want an empty laundromat? No, I don't want you to f***ing touch it. And that's in our LOI, if we get there. Oy vey, as they say in Yiddish.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.